Let's continue from here. So in the previous lesson, we got to know that the information that has been given to us by Manus AI is to give us an idea of the kind of audience that would be interested in water closets. So now let's go to let me close this, and then based on what we have here, we know that let me go back to it again. Based on what we have over here, okay, we know that these kind of people will be interested in water closet. Therefore, you go back to the insight tool and you come to this place, and then what you are going to do is that you're going to type here in the interest, you are going to type engineers. So look at how when we type engineers, you're seeing all kinds of audience over here. We see systems engineers. What into bracket we are seeing engineering. So this is still inside engineering, right? So we are going to select it. We are still going to type engineer over here, and this says science. So we are not interested in someone who is interested in, or engineer who is interested in science. We don't need such a person. This is computer engineering. We don't need that. Civil engineer, we don't need that as well. And we also have structural engineering, and this is going to be very good. This has to do with building, so we are going to go with that as well. Now that is what you are going to do. It's going to be a bit boring, but you go through this, pick one after the other. Now to smoothen things here a bit, to move very fast, we are going to go and ask Manus AI. So this is what we are going to ask Manus AI to speed up what we are doing. What audience, or let's type what interest exactly should I consider? List them. Okay, so this is what we've sent to. So this is going to list all the kind of people that Manus actually, based on the research, okay, things that they will be interested in. What we are about to say. What is the water closet? So it says one, we have the core interest here. What is the home improvement? So we are going to copy the home improvement. So it's still, I think it's still loading. So if I have almost up to about, it's still up to about 50 plus interest group that we can easily target. And so since these are the core group, let's go to Meta and then type home improvement. So you can see this is home improvement, home and garden. We are interested in that. So you're still going to type home improvement again. And we don't have anything that shows like, so this is home improvement center. We don't need that. So we go ahead back to menus, and then we are going to pick another interest again, and then use it in Meta, that is the Meta audience tool. Let's go with the home renovation. And we can see home renovation. We have the home renovation here. This is good. Let's come back here and pick home remodeling. So look at how I pasted the home remodeling. I don't see any suggestion. This means that this is not a good interest. So we go back and pick another one from here. What is the bathroom renovation? Anytime that an interest is good, you're going to see a pop-up when you move your cursor away from the keyword. So you don't see anything there. But I'm sure when you type bathroom, you see bathroom, right? So you see bathroom, architecture, modern bathroom. So we go with it. Type bathroom again, and we're going to pick bathroom. Okay, we have modern bathroom, right? So let's go with that. So you see how I quickly figured out that if home renovation is not there, we can easily have bathroom. This means that if we type only home 2 over here, it's likely we're going to get a list of exactly audience. So we have home. We can pick the home, type home again, and you might be asking, how am I able to make decision by selecting the kind of audience? All that I do, let me demonstrate this to you. So we have kitchen and bath. I'm copying it here and then paste it over here. And I'm going to go to kitchen. How would kitchen be, relevant to water closets? I doubt it, right? Unless, and this one we are strictly targeting those who are interested in water closet. But it can still be useful because looking at this brand, they are not just into water closet. They're also into what? Vanity cabinet, showers, water closet, and so forth and so forth. So this means that even the research that we did was limited to only water closet. You would have to actually mention all the product that your client actually sells, or the skills that you have, the service that you render, so that the research should be more, broadened instead of limiting it to only water closet. But we still go ahead with the kitchen because they still sell items and products related to kitchen, right? So like I said, over here you type, let's say kitchen. Now how do I determine that this kitchen, home and garden is good for me? Because there's home, into brackets, home and garden. That gives you an idea that this is related to home, right? This is related to household, related to a structure, a building. So that's why I go for it. So I'm going to pick kitchen, type kitchen again, and I'm going to pick that is kitchen cabinets. No, let's go with dining. Doesn't work. So yeah, we ignore that. Go ahead, and then we are going to go to home repair. Okay, copy that and then paste it here. Let me clear it. Oops. So I think I mistakenly cleared the one that we did. Yeah, so we go back to it again. Yeah, that's what we have to do, because yeah, it's all part of the work, right? So these are things that you need to know. So we have home renovation. I'm going to paste again. We also have home improvement, and we go to it again, and then I'm going to go to home remodeling. This is the one that we didn't get anything from it, so I will paste it, and I'm still going to clear it. Get home and pick home and garden, and then go back here, copy the bathroom renovation. Let me copy it well. So I'll pick the bathroom renovation, and I'm going to clear it, and so I get bathroom. So I'll go to the bathroom architecture, type bathroom again. I'm going to pick modern, and then I'll pick the home repair again. So let me type over here home repair. Okay, so you see home repair improvement over here. Let's pick that, and then we go ahead and look at the real estate property. So let's see, you copy the whole real estate investing and then paste it over here. Don't say anything. When I type real estate, I think I have some few stuff here. So let's click on the real estate, type another real estate here. Let me copy it so it will be very fast. So I'll still go with this real estate, paste it again. I'm seeing real estate here, paste it again. And I see real estate investing, which is also good. Real estate, this is band, this is club, investing, real estate investment trust. Okay, not bad. Let's pick that and also go with real estate. Okay, none. So there's none that we have to go with again. So I'm going to clear this and move on to another one. So yeah, this is a bit boring, but that's how you're going to get your audience. Come here, paste it, clear until you get property, because you're definitely going to get something around property. We have real estate property, right? And type everything, copy, and then find real estate finder. This is not good. This is property management. This is good. Let's type it again. We have property investment. No, this is private property real estate. Okay, let's type it again. We have real estate property. Let's select that. And we also have commercial property. It is also good. And let's go ahead and select property. Okay, this is not good. This is okay. So far I think we've exhausted the property. Now we go ahead and do it for all of these, right? So look at it. We have all of this actually being shown here, and all these are the things that you're going to use, you know. So you are going to be typing this one by one into this until you find the right audience. So let's assume that we just want to target this group of people. Okay, we don't want to go ahead because this video will be very long. So we just want to stick to these ones, the one that we've targeted. But you have to type all of these one by one into it until you find the right group of people for yourself. Now, you could tell that as you were keying in or selecting the interest, these estimated audience size kept what? Changing and changing and changing. So let me show you something right now. I'm going to pick one from here, which is something like plumbing, right? And I'm going to paste it here, and I see plumbing construction. So I look at something on the left side. Do you see all of a sudden something actually changed over here? Now you can just go ahead and choose 18 to 65. I want you to have a look at this. Over here you can see this group of people who are interested in the water closet, okay, who are interested in the water closet. You could tell that from the age of 18 to 24, 7% of the men are interested in it, and 3.1% are women who are interested in water closet. But you see, in terms of how many they are, this is in terms of the size, there are just few people, right? Between the 18 to 24, there are few people. Now let's come back to 25 to 34. You could see that over here, the number of people here between 25 to 34 are more. Do you see? And this is really huge. When you come over here, you can see this is also really huge. But you can see these ones are quite low, these ones are quite low, these ones are quite low. So the decision you have to take here is that means that those between the ages of 25 to 34 will be interested in it. Do you see? Those between the ages of 25 to 34 will be interested in it. Same way, those between the ages of 35 to 34 will be interested in it as well. So if you are targeting this group of people, how do you target them? Do you target only 25 to 34, or do you just target those at the age of 35 to 44? I want to give it a try. I just pause this video and answer it yourself, whether you will get it right or whether you're not going to get it right. So the correct answer is not 25 to 34 and it's not 35 to 44. Rather, it is 25 to 44, because you can't just ignore all this group of people, right? And you can't just also ignore all this group of people. That means those between the age of 25 to 44 will be interested in it. So over here, you don't just go with the 18 to 65 or type 25 to 34. Rather, you're going to choose from 25 to, based on the information that we had there, we had, think, if I can remember very well, we had up to, I think, is it 44? Yeah, then we had 44, right, from 25 to 44. So the internet is a bit down, so let me just pause this video and come back to it again, restore the internet, and we are going to see how it's going to look like on this screen and proceed with it.